What's up everyone, Max here, and just as promised, I had a few sets with Master Doom-Man in the last episode of The Online Warrior. A player that I actually wanted to highlight from that previous episode that uses relatively a low-tier team. Not exactly like completely low tier. He uses Rocket Raccoon with a log trap assist. He uses Thor on point and Super Scroll on the very end. Scroll's kind of like mid tier, and Thor I think is just below mid tier to being low tier. So it's what it is something you don't get to see very often, which is why I want to highlight it, especially for players like myself who doesn't have the time to try to learn like many other teams as much as I would like to. I like to highlight all the guys that are proficient with these teams, and you get to see a lot of them. So going up against this team, as you guys were seeing from the Online Warrior episode where I try to break it down a little bit, the biggest threat on his team is the fact that Thor starts off with Rocket Raccoon, and Rocket Raccoon's log trap assist makes it really hard to deal with when Thor is covering himself on the inbound and with many of his moves. One of the other big problems is that this is right here. Scroll is a ridiculously huge issue. Check out that anti-air grab. Going to go straight into a kill with Wesker, and that's going to be about it. And this is actually pretty scary here. If you do a dash up with Doom, that's an immediate command grab, and that's what he just tried to do right there. If I push blocked that, I think I might have actually gotten command grab, but didn't matter either way because he was able to kill Doom nonetheless. I do have Strider in the end. I do have a chance to maybe get out of this, but he misses his command grab, and I just want to block a little bit of this action, and oh my god, missed the wall cling combo. That's one of the worst parts. Get the Ouroboros out right now, and he's probably... Yeah, he's seen this stuff before. I accidentally go into a what's that called? Graham, and end it with the Crouching Light, and that'll just about do it. So what I liked about this set with Master Doom-Man is that this guy's team is so well tuned that anytime he would technically touch you, you would die. With my team requires a mix-up or two, and that's why I like Strider especially. Especially with Wesker. Wesker requires Strider to get the best mix-up, a really devious mix-up that can be hard to block, and that's what I'm going for almost all the time. Thor gets me with an air grab, and I'm noticing through this gameplay is that to command or to control this fight a lot, oh my god, happy birthday, you need to take down Thor as soon as possible, and it's not just the fact that you need to air grab Thor more. I'm seeing that in this gameplay here, that there's a lot of air throw opportunities that I'm missing. Granted, it's online, and reacting to that stuff is a little difficult, but that's where the weakness is. Although he has a natural counter to that, it's the fact that Thor's got so much health. If you get a combo that's with a grab, it's going to do so much negated damage anyway because it started with a grab that it's almost like, well, it doesn't even matter if he got hit because you have to go for a mix-up. Ooh, Tiger barely covering my ass there, and I finally get a hit in on Thor. Not even sure what combo I'm going to go for here. I think I'll just go for a straight mix-up. I think that crouching short was meant to be a Tiger. Nonetheless, it didn't work. Get a quick combo in this area, and that doesn't work either. That's the thing I hate about Strider, is that if you bounce people up really high, it gets very difficult to understand where they're going to fall at the juggle properties. Mostly because Strider's used on my third character. I'd love to use Strider just a little bit more to try to, oh my god, I can't believe I missed that opportunity. To try to better understand some of these juggle properties and how you need to adjust the combos. I was running into this before where you would put a trap on the opposite side of the screen, and I would just eventually start like mashing Tigers or mashing Crouching Lights to get the character down, or to at least get the character like Rocket Raccoon to do a burrow to come to your side. Because that's one of the only ways Rocket Raccoon can really do anything. He kind of like has all these traps and all this crazy stuff that he can use from one end of the screen, and oh man, every time I've gotten a Vajra kick with Strider, I've accidentally teleported to the opposite side of the screen. That stuff will kill you. Get a full screen Graham and that'll just about do it. However, he's got a level 3 Super Scroll, and this is exactly what you don't want. Exactly what you don't want. Teleport down and go into a command grab, and then the blast range from the, I think that's crouching, actually it's down heavy in the air, hits Strider. So this is pretty cool. It's good to see Scroll used. You don't see Scroll on point too often, and he's an excellent level 3 X-Factor character because of how fast he comes down with a lot of his normal attacks in the air, and especially his specials, like his Falling Sky special, whatever the heck it's called. The more I'm looking at this, the more I'm realizing what you need to do against this team. This really isn't about being offensive against Thor, because Thor, it's very hard to be offensive against Thor. There was a command grab that led into some hidden missiles on accident. When you have Thor that is going with log trap in this fashion, he's waiting for you to come in so he can jump right above the log trap, get into one of his special moves in the air, and do stuff like that. a converted combo from almost full screen, which Thor can actually do, even on almost a full screen hit. It's really crazy that you see Thor with this much mobility actually being used to full potential, and it's powerful. It's really effective, and it makes you consider. And there's exactly what I was saying before. I was able to hit a command grab and finally can kill the character that's given me some of the most trouble. If anything, I'm actually considering that maybe running a Strider team on this team wouldn't be the best, because I would most likely want to X-Factor kill maybe Thor. I'm not too sure. I'm trying to think of how the best way to handle this is, because if you snap in Rocket Raccoon, if you snap in Super Scroll on this team, you're essentially taking out the X-Factor character if you kill him. Through that, you're left with Rocket Raccoon and Thor. So I'm actually kind of confused who you would go about X-Factor killing in a situation like this. There we go. I finally get Rocket Raccoon on the burrow. And oh, I guess he's not safe after that gunshot. I did not know that. This should lead into a quick kill or a grab reset, and that just about does it. Now I have Strider X-Factor. He has his scroll as well, and I'm just trying to get away from this stuff so I can build a little bit of meter. And that was the game right there. Absolutely. There is one of those defining moments that I can show you that define a match right there. I got the Vajra kick with Strider and was unable to convert with the orb into the shot for the OTG. That's a bummer. That's a real big heartbreaker. Switching up his Thor costume a little bit, and get the first hit with Wesker, but it doesn't convert into anything, sadly. And there's the mix-ups I need to be going for. You got to be really, really careful as far as where you're placing your characters against Thor especially. And let's see if I can possibly get a swag combo on. No, it doesn't work. I'm still trying to get used to the timing of that online. It is very difficult, but get a medium in the air, and this should lead to Thor's death. What's funny is that I don't know if he actually called Rocket Raccoon like more than once at the beginning of that game, and that was actually his fault. This game might be the result of his downfall because he was not sticking with his game plan. That actually works really well. Rocket Raccoon doing his best to keep Wesker at bay. He's probably going to bring in Skrull here at some point. Nope, he goes for the burrow, and I'm just ready for it with a crouching light. And just like that, I think the little raccoon is dead. Nope, his small hitbox will make this just as difficult. And, oh, I can't believe I missed that opportunity. I was a little bit confused by what happened there, but Strider actually came in and hit Skrull and not Raccoon. I should have OTG'd with Wesker and then X-Factored Skrull. That would have been the best thing to do. Bring in Strider and then use his Ouroboros. That would have been ultimately the way I would have won this fight, but this might actually go in a different direction now because I missed that opportunity. This is a game of opportunities, and it's very rare that you get a second chance. Skrull gets a nice anti-air command grab, throws me into the corner, back up to the ground, and if he can convert this and he doesn't, oh my gosh, where was he? I fell to the ground and I was like, where's Skrull? Oh, there he is. He's on my freaking head. Rocket Raccoon comes up with a machine gun super and actually doesn't finish it. I'm shocked, but I figured this might be a better situation with Strider. Teleport to the other side, X-Factor on the way down, and go straight into Ouroboros. I'd imagine, what the? Okay, there we go. He was under the ground waiting. I was legitimately confused. That is a excellent strategy for going up against Strider. Look at this! Get back here, you freaking dirty little rodents. Okay, I got him anyway. That's awesome. I remember seeing that and I was like, what? What's going on? It's actually an interesting tactic, and I might be able to convert this from full screen. Nope, doesn't work. What I'm trying to do is prevent him from going into one of his special moves that like make him fall from the sky or come up on a random cross-up or anything crazy like that. Gonna sit at this distance, and I actually can't punish that. I did not know that. You don't go up against Skrulls too often, and from what I understand, he gets a lot of his damage off of those moves that fall from like full screen and mix you up. So I'm gonna start throwing out some projectiles at this point and waiting for him to go into his move and try to punish accordingly, and that's exactly what happens. Straight into some cats, and that'll just about do it. So I just went through the first set of these matches. If you guys want to see more versus Master Doom Man with me doing some commentary, please let me know in the comments below. I'll edit through and go through the matches and see if I can find as many more games as possible. But until then, my name is Maximilian, and I will see you guys next time.